There. Hello. Hi. Happy Witchy Wisdom Wednesdays here at Madame Mystique Noir for our weekly community live for us to talk about real stuff. So I am live on Instagram and I am live on YouTube and Facebook. So hello to all my community members. I welcome you. I trust you're having a lovely Witchy Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm just going to be adding some things in the chat right now, and I'll be right with you. But yes, hello to everyone that's joining. Um, yes, please excuse my hands on Facebook and Instagram. Excuse me, Facebook and YouTube. I'm just adding something to my chat on Instagram. But hello. Schedule, excuse me. But yes, I trust you're doing well. Excuse me, my computer is asking me to do something. Perfect. Awesome. But hello. Um, I trust you're doing well. Let me know how your days are so far. Wonderful. All right, added it to the chat on Instagram. And for YouTube and Facebook, I'll do the same thing. But hello, how are you today? Today, I wanted to talk about reclaiming your power. We all talk about reclaiming our power, but what does that even mean to reclaim your power? Reclaim your power? What power? What power do we actually have? We actually have all the power. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Hi Ravenna. Hi Karu. But we forget that we have all the power. We're always talking about reclaiming our power. I always hear that everywhere. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I think I did a something on TikTok about it. For my YouTube fam, I think I made a short about it. And thanks for the hearts. All you are so sweet. So, what does it mean to reclaim your power? Just sit with that for a second. Also, letting me know how your days are so far. Sit with that for a second. I'm also going to be adding something to the chat on YouTube and Facebook. So, excuse me for 1 second. Let me know what your thoughts are on when it comes to reclaiming your power. What does that even mean? What does that even mean to reclaim your power? Or to call back on your power? To call back your power? Because that's like a topic that people always talk about. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that y'all know where to transmute with me. Yes, dash book, dash online. Beautiful. Beautiful. So perfect. Awesome. But yes, so when it comes to reclaiming your power, a lot of the time it makes you feel like, oh yes, I'm in the right. I I'm taking my power back. Oh my God, yes. You know what? Screw that. I'm taking my power back. But the thing is, what we don't realize when we're saying that we are taking our power back, we have to really consider, what are we giving our power to? What are we giving our power to? Because we're always giving our power away in some way. We're always leaking energy to things that do not matter to us. We need to be very mindful, aware, conscious, and present when we are leaking our energy to the wrong thing. So don't just reclaim your power or call back on your power. Really consider where you're giving your power away to, so that you don't have to give it away anymore, so that you're not unconsciously stuck in a cycle of, this person is harnessing energy from me, getting energy from me. Like, why do that to yourself? So let me give you an example. So a lot of the things that we have to take our power back from is not our governments, is not really political systems, our authority figures, our enemies. It is our addictions. It is our addictions. Hey, Maya, Mer baby, my little baby sister. But yes, it is our addictions. We think that reclaiming our power is like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to this person anymore. They're toxic. Oh my God. No, we have to take our power back from our addictions. We let all of our power go to that which is our vice. Like we always want to talk about this person. Oh my God, once again, I love when it does that. We always want to talk about this person. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to call them no more. Oh, you know what? And even that is an addiction. A lot of the time, we're not even addicted to certain people, or we're not even really addicted to what this person can do for us. We're addicted to drama sometimes. Like sometimes we're addicted to drama and we don't even realize that. It is so easy to fall into a pattern of I'm not even thumbing up anymore. Now to my YouTube and Facebook fam, every time I do this on Instagram, it does a thumb up thingy. So it's so funny. I didn't even do it that time, but thanks for the hearts. But yes, we don't talk about the addiction to emotions as much as we talk about the addiction to substances. Karu, hey, as someone that had a very traumatic religious upbringing, entering witchcraft has helped me gain a sense of power back. I believe in chaos magic, so I'm very open to other forms of magic. Absolutely. Absolutely. To me, there is no one form of anything. There is an infinite amount of ways that you can practice harnessing your own magic. Because first of all, Karu, thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate that, and I'm very happy for you for rising above that upbringing, that religious traumatic upbringing, as I'm sure a lot of us has had, some more than others. But that's an amazing thing that you allowed yourself to transcend that type of trauma because it goes really deep. I didn't even want to do tarot because I thought it was evil. Look at me doing tarot for my clients and helping people ascend with my readings. And speaking of that, if you would like to work with me, my link is in pinned to the comments here on Instagram, and it is on the screen for Facebook and YouTube. So definitely check me out at madamesticanoir.com dash book slash book dash online so we can transmute together or whatever the link is in the chat. But yes, it's amazing. And chaos magic, absolutely. Like we can do one thing and we can do the next. I'm all for traditions. I'm all for ancient knowledge, but I feel like our magic is intuitive. We can wield our wand and create like birth anything into being. We really can. We have the power to do that. That's why when we reclaim our power, we can choose how we want to wield our own magic. We don't have to let other people choose for us. Because at the end of the day, our true magic is our ability to decide. Thank you for the hearts. Our true magic is the ability to decide. And we think that magic means that something's going to poof into thin air or out of thin air. We think that magic is something that is invisible, that like we can't see. We think that magic is pulling up a card that you picked that the magician didn't. You already know what I mean. You know what magic is. We think that magic is just a swinging pendulum that like stays hidden into place. Like yes, magic is awesome. I actually know someone named Magic Dakota on everywhere, I believe. She's awesome. She's an amazing magician, amazing Black woman. Definitely check her out. Very, very awesome. But it is really important that we realize that we wield our wand by choosing who we want to be and how we want to spend our precious energy because our energy is currency. I remember a few years ago somebody still stuck in the 3D matrix conditioning, and all love and compassion to that person, but they were upset when I said that energy is currency because they were thinking of it in terms of capitalism. We have to transcend the earthly woes that are here on this plane. Our earthly woes do not even like they don't even translate in the upper worlds, in the upper realms, in the higher realms. There's the upper, the middle, the lower. We're the middle. We're still the microcosm, we're the middle. Our magic is when you transcend that 3D type conditioning, thinking that language is so sensitive that you're attaching your precious money, your precious energy, and thinking of it as currency and considering it as capitalism. Understandable, because we're all just like what you were saying, Cara, we've all been abused by capitalism and all these systems, and you already know things like that will fall. However, we need to remember that currency is not just money. Currency is not just capitalism. Currency, or your precious energy, which is currency, is a tool. Money is a tool. It is not the end all be all. It is a tool for energy exchange. And your energy, it's so powerful that these people, oh, you know what? Do I even want to go there? Do I even want to go there? I don't like to talk about conspiracy stuff, because that's not like what my, hello, Supreme Black Dragon, Supreme Black Dragon. I trust you're doing well today. I was actually just thinking about you the other day, Supreme Black Dragon. That is amazing. Welcome, welcome. It's lovely to see you here. But I'm gonna go there. Ashe, just like what my sister just said, Ashe. I'm gonna go there. We we're all about ascension here, and when we're talking about ascension, we need to talk about the powers that be, because that's where we're giving our power to, on top of our vices and our addictions. The thing is, our energy is so powerful, they have to distract you into being a worker bee, into being a modern slave, for lack of a better word, and brainwash you and condition you to believing that you ain't nothing without working. You ain't nothing without a spouse and kids. You ain't nothing if you're not contributing to society in a traditional way. Well, we know, once again, whether that be having a job, putting on a really stale, conforming face for the world to see. Like, your energy is so powerful, they have to harness it. They want to harness all of our energy, because they know that if you're the collective consciousness is what actually wields magic. The collective consciousness gets to decide. And if you don't have your own internal and like individual power to decide, if you do not wield that wand and decide who you want to be, what you want to see, and how you want to live, they're going to control it for you. Like I say at every live, with the late and great Dick Gregory said, if you don't program your mind, they're going to program it for you. So you have to remember, why do you think they keep putting all these advertisements everywhere? All these food advertisements, all these like reality TV shows advertisements, things that constantly distract us from actually wielding and not even internalizing, but realizing our own power. They've made us scared of our own power. We think that tarot is bad. We think that meditation is bad. There are people who think that yoga is bad. What? Oh my, no, no, that's what we're not going to do. That's what we're not going to do, is think that yoga is bad. Okay. We need to think for ourselves. We need to really critically think, is that wound, is that belief system, is that thought system, is that emotion actually mine? Or have I been programmed to believe, and have I internalized what I've seen? Or have I picked this up along the way, whether this be in this lifetime or past generations? Because a lot of our memories, a lot of our feelings, and a lot of our belief systems were picked up genetically by our ancestors, because our ancestors had to survive, and they picked up they picked up certain information that we have etched into our DNA. Not only that, but our parents, that nature versus nurture. Not only do we already have it in our DNA, but we're going to be raised in that way. And yes, Supreme Black Dragon, oh my God, they live. Absolutely. I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because as much as I like to keep it on the not positive, like, I'm all about all the entire spectrum of emotions. Like, everything is on the same coin. Like, it's the same coin, the positive and negative. We're allowed to talk about both. At the end of the day, all is love, all is peace, and all is joy. But in order to get to that place, you have to get through the dark parts. You have to get through the things that do not feel that feel icky sometimes. You have to look in the mirror and transmute your darkness and make it into light. So They Live is the perfect, like, a perfect representation. Thank you for mentioning that. I love They Live. Me and my sister, I don't know if she's still here. My sister and I love watching that because it's absolutely true. They and if you don't know what They Live is, and hello to everyone that just joined on all three platforms, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. I trust you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today on our collective Witchy Wisdom Wednesday lives together. But you're so cute, baby. Love you. But if you don't know what They Live is, in short, I won't give it all away. But They Live is amazing, and Keith David's in it, and Roddy Piper. So Roddy Piper was an amazing fighter, wrestler, but he was in a lot of good fighting movies. And Keith David, need I say more? Keith David is everything. But they were the main characters in this movie where really it's a representation of the fact that we're asleep. And I'm not even calling everyone a sheeple because I don't do that. We're all the same. There are some people who are just not as they don't they the programming runs deeper, and that could be from their own karma that they need to clear up in their lifetime, or that could be from it could be from anything. It could be from anything. We do not know. But at the end of the day, it is really important that we are not asleep to our own magic with the topic that we're talking about here today, reclaiming our power. Reclaiming our power is not just, oh my God, you know what? She was talking mess about me. I'm reclaiming my power. No, it's not that. It's not, oh my God, my boss is such an a-hole. Oh my God, I'm reclaiming my power. No. Reclaiming your power is once again wielding your wand to choose. What life do you want to live? And you know what? This is also reclaiming your power when we're talking about They Live, because in They Live, they noticed that a lot of the elites that were controlling people's minds and controlling the collective consciousness, they were aliens. They were aliens. And I'm not going to even get into that, to aliens right now. I'm not going to even get into that. I'm not even going to, maybe another live. I'm going to be setting up a Patreon really soon. So maybe we can have aliens talk then. Because once again, we all know that we're not the only ones in this world, the only beings of this world. But sometimes not every person we see may be a human. That's all I'll say. However, and They Live, it was so covert, but it was very blatant. Where these people were not from this earth. They wanted to harness our energy, keep us asleep to our own magic, so they can feed off of our energy, and make us basically the backbones of society, where we're making the world run. We're the wheels of this world. We're working so that their lives are easier. Do that for yourself. Don't be asleep to your own magic. Don't have to put on the sunglasses to be able to read between the lines. Read between the lines of everything. If you're seeing a fast food commercial, really consider, why do they want me to eat this food that does not even translate or in my body and makes me sick and die? Why do they want me to watch these TV shows that rot my brain and do not actually advance me? Why are they so bent, like, out of shape if I decide not to work traditionally? Why is it weird that I don't work traditionally? Why is it weird that I think for myself? Ha, I love that. Why is it weird that I meditate? Why is it weird that I eat vegetables more? Why is it weird that I put my bare feet on the ground, that I prefer to go on a hike than go to the club? Is that really weird, or have we been conditioned to believe that we're supposed to be constantly distracted from our own magic in order to be normal? What are you talking about? No. It is normal to be in tune with this earth. It is normal to put your feet on the ground. It is normal to eat vegetables. It is normal to eat healthy. It is normal to pay attention to your own energy. It is normal to love yourself. Oh my God, the amount of ways that we've been conditioned out of loving ourselves. We naturally love ourselves because we are love incarnate. We are love incarnate. And that doesn't mean that we're looking in the mirror and when we were babies, we were looking in the mirror being like, slay. No, it means we truly accept ourselves as we are. We think that our vessel, our mind, our spirit is absolutely beautiful because what is there to compare to? Excuse me. What is there to compare to? This is the vehicle in which our spirit has chosen. It's a beautiful vessel. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you made was mistakes you made in the past. It doesn't matter what mistakes you made in your past lifetimes. We are supposed to love ourselves. And in turn, when we love ourselves and reclaim that power, we put that power on ourselves and take care of this amazing vessel that carries us about this beautiful life on this amazing planet. Don't let anyone make you feel like Earth is a crappy place, that this world is a crappy place. It may have challenges, but they want you to believe that it's a crappy place. So you'll want to distract yourself with Taco Bell. So you'll want to spend 3,000 hours watching reality TV. Do, I trust I'm making it clear because I don't want us to like fall asleep to our magic ever again. We are at a time where we are fastly or quickly approaching collective consciousness. We need to all be on the same track together. We need to all be on the same track together. Karu, if you're still in the building, darling, thank you for your message. I plan on building an altar soon. I urgently need to reconnect with my spiritual energy. As a Brazilian, I believe in Orisha's spirit guides. Oh my God, Karu. Oh my God. First of all, thank you for sharing that because I'm in my altar room right now. Luckily, my ancestors allow me to be in here. It is my sacred space. I call it my peace room. And I always film my content here because it's a very sacred space. And they love that I perform my heart work here. Thank you for the hearts. And I perform my heart work here. I don't call it work. Work has an energy behind it, like tireless, tedious, boring. No, my heart work. This is something I work towards that is leading from my heart. Hence why I call myself Jamila Anahata. Anahata meaning the heart chakra. My Merkaba is spinning, baby. My Merkaba is spinning and activated. Okay. And when you work from your heart, when you're doing things from your heart, no one can try to control you. Back to what I was saying. I work in my altar room and I highly suggest doing altars and have doing altar work and having altars. You don't even have to do something crazy every day. I just put a nice glass of water in a chalice every day, and probably about once a week, especially during moon phases, I'll light a candle and an incense. I always give thanks and praises every night and every morning and every night. And yes, I do like to work with the Orishas too. I wouldn't say that I do it on an Orisha hoodoo priestess level, because I do consider myself a priestess. But just like what you were saying earlier, darling, chaos magic. I still carry out ancient wisdom in my practices, but I do things that resonate with me. But I still do like to talk to my Orishas, and I still do like to uh make sure that I call in that energy, not even just when I need something, just to give thanks and praises. But hello to everyone that just joined. Yes, so once again, reclaiming our power is not just being sassy. I want people to transmute and transcend the need for being sassy when it comes to things like this. Reclaim my power. I call my energy back. You know what? Like being like sassy when it comes to other people, we need to remember if we really want to be powerful, we cannot let people control us. We cannot let people's rude comments, disapproval, what they do or do not say, we cannot let that control us anymore. We're over that. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. That's what calling your reclaiming your power really is. You're not letting somebody's rude comments, somebody's disapproval, somebody's misunderstanding control you, make you act inauthentically, make you act with not within integrity. We're over that. What advantage do we have over that? But hello, let me know how your days are so far, and let me know if this is resonating. If you have anything you would like to share, please do. I love to hear your thoughts. And if you would like to transmute with me further, you can look at my pinned comment. So you can book your tarot or channeled reading with me. I love working with clients so we can ascend together because that's what we're all doing here. Love you, darling. Thank you for joining. Oh my God. I love that my baby sister, like not my baby sister, like like being black. I am black like that. Um but my sister, biological, is also on this path. And what I mean by that is that we need to be on this path together, my lovely darklings. We need to be on this path together. It is really important that we're not just reclaiming our energy for the individual. Yes, we are, and I love to hear it and see it. But we're reclaiming our energy so that we can like let everybody eat. We can take all of each other up. We can all like muster together the energy that it takes to actually the collective consciousness. We need to remember that once again, our energy is really powerful individually, but together it's wild. Together it's wild. Excuse me. And when you put your energy together, we're unstoppable. But unfortunately, a lot of people are in the crabs in the barrel mentality. And a lot of times people are too scared to not do things in a conforming way. We are not shaming or judging these people. We understand how difficult it is to recondition our brain, to reprogram. We know they make it difficult for you to live as an entrepreneur. We know that they make it difficult for us to do things on our own accord and do things joyfully because we have to pay this, we have to do that, we have to go here, we have to sign that. We know how it feels to try to escape the matrix in our own way. But we're doing things like that despite that. Reclaiming your power is understanding that you are spirit incarnate and that what you say goes. It doesn't matter how solid things are here in the 3D plane. They may appear solid, as I say in every one of my lives, they may appear solid, but at the end of the day, it's all wavelength. It's all vibrating atoms. It's all sound. It's all illusion. Like my sister, Merbaby, she left at this point, but her name is Maya. My baby sister's name is Maya. And anyone here who knows what Maya means, especially when it comes to spirituality, Maya means illusion. Maya means illusion. I don't know if my parents named her that on purpose. They probably thought it was cute because it's a very cute name. I can't lie. I love that name. I would totally name my daughter that, being like Maya Jr. But Maya means illusion, or it really means reality. At the end of the day, reality is an illusion. And as I like to, in my teachings, what I like to discuss and what I like to touch on is just like what we were talking about in They Live, the movie They Live earlier in the chat. We have to look past the illusion. We have to read in between the lines. We have to see past or perceive past the things that are not real. And as much as what's happening right now is real, it is happening. It is happening wherever in the world you're in. It is happening. And you have every right to feel the way you feel about it. You have every right to think the way you think about it. And you have every right to believe what you believe about it. But we all know that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. The illusion is that this thing is happening forever. The illusion is this thing is who I am. The illusion is, oh my God, it can never get better from here. That is also our conditioning. That is also our conditioning. Do you really believe that life is not worth living? Do you really believe that the situation you have now is all that is? No. No, you reclaim your power by reading in between the lines, by beating to the beat of your own drum, by dancing your own dance, by blazing your own trail. Thank you for the hearts. By doing what makes you light up inside. Once again, we have been programmed to believe that that's weird, that's dangerous, that's scary. It may not be the easiest path, but it is a great path to have. And I'll tell you right now, my lovely darklings, the reason why I'm a teacher in what I do, and once again, my links are in the chat and my links are in my bio. Or if you want to learn more, I'm going to update my website as well. But definitely go to madamystiqueandwell.com. It is so important that we operate from the I am consciousness. We operate from spirit. We have not been taught that. It's not advantageous to teach us, because once again, if we all learn to operate from spirit, our collective consciousness will be able to shift into a new reality with no war, no famine. That's not advantageous at the moment. Imagine what would happen if you actually operated from spirit, the thing that animates your vessel, that which you are at your core. Supreme Black Dragon at the slave mill. I mean, work. I have a message board by my desk, and it says, "If it doesn't evolve me, it doesn't involve me." This is my reclaim to power. I love that for you, Supreme Black Dragon. Thank you for sharing that. Because look, you got to do what you got to do. That's why I don't shame or judge anybody when it comes to going to work. You got to do what you got to do. Okay, like, I know things have been set up that we have no choice in a lot of ways. Of course, we always have a choice. But if that is the right path for you right now, I am so in support of it. And I'm very happy for you that that is working. But that's so funny, the slave mill. That's so funny. But that's a great affirmation to have while you're working, because you're remembering that while you're at work, look, I'm doing my job and I'm leaving. Okay. I'm not gonna get involved in any work drama. I'm not gonna talk about he said, she said. I'm not gonna be gossiping. I'm still high frequency up in this piece. So once again, I'm gonna come in and peace out. And that's how it should be. We ain't trying to be besties. We ain't talking about what we did on Saturday night. I don't want to look at your kids' pictures, even though I think that your kids are beautiful and children are beautiful. But we ain't doing that today. I send you love. I give you my empathy and compassion. But when I go home, I'm focusing on my own growth. Okay. Okay. That's why I love what I do now, because I get to help people transcend and ascend so we can operate from the I am consciousness. So we can actually reclaim our power in that way, talking about if it doesn't evolve me, it doesn't involve me. If we're not involving, then what is we doing? If we're not involving, what is we doing? Because your evolution is your number one task here on this plane. If you're not evolving, then what is you doing? Like, our bodies are, we're here to evolve. I need people to understand that. We're not here to eat McDonald's and like once a year go to Ocean City and work all day and sleep for 3 hours a night and keep ourselves awake drinking Red Bull, coffee bombs. Like, no shame or judgment to people who do that. That's not what I'm saying. It's not our fault that we have been programmed to believe these types of things, and that we've actually cultivated a lifestyle in that way. However, it is our responsibility to get our lives on track and begin the evolution process. Because if we're not expanding, then we're contracting. You don't want to contract. You don't want to restrict yourself. You don't want to be so tight and wound up and dense that you're not releasing all that needs to be released so you can be airy and light and ascend. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But you know what is worth it? The discomfort of change. That's, I think, that a lot of people reclaiming their power, that it's hard for people to reclaim their power, is that there's a lot of discomfort to change. When we change, it feels icky. Do you know why it feels icky? Let me know what you think, why it feels icky. And hello to everyone that just joined on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Hello, hello. But let me know what you think it feels icky to like why change is so icky or the discomfort of it. Caro says, I find it hard to discern between my spiritual intuition and my physical intuition. I've lost touch with my spirituality a bit, and I think building an altar might be the exact first step to reconnect. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will say here, Karu, and I'll get back to my other point in a second. Thank you for your message. I was scared of building an altar at first. It was because at my old house had some weird energy going on. Thank you for the hearts. And I was scared of building an altar because I didn't want to feel those energies. If you didn't know, my birthday was on Monday, the 3-3 portal. I was born on the 3-3 portal. Of course I was. Of course I was, Madame Mystique Noir. But I'm very sensitive to energies, and I always have been my whole life. And I used to be scared of feeling that energy because it is the unknown. I'll go back to that in my other point. The unknown freaks us out. And that is sometimes what is hard for us to discern between our intuition and our physical and spiritual intuition. Your spiritual intuition it is off the cuff. There is like no center that you really feel it in your body. It's like an automatic download. It is like it pops up in your mind's eye. But your physical intuition is probably a gut reaction. You probably just get that, ooh, this person's energy is, oh no, no, you know? And sometimes we don't know the difference between anxiety and intuition. Thank you, Supreme Black Dragon. My birthday, and luckily on my birthday, I was able to, I was able to go out into nature. I always love to go out to nature. Supreme Black Dragon, I don't know if you're in the Baltimore area, but I like to go out to Patapsco State Park. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I like to go out to Patapsco and immerse myself in nature. And that's who we are. So that's something that you can consider, Karu, is pay attention to the feeling behind the intuition. Okay, so you probably get a vibe because everything is a vibe. Everything's vibration. Literally, everything is vibration. But what is the energy behind it? If it's anxiety, it usually comes from fear because our intuition is not going to really give us a fear based response. Sometimes it does let us know that we have to move right quick, and that may make us scared. But okay, think about this. Your physical intuition, you won't allow yourself to spend the last you have $50 left in your bank account. You know that you need $30 for gas. Your physical intuition is going to be like, oh my God, I'm broke. Oh no. Oh my God. No, my last $50. No, I can't do this. Oh my God, my intuition is telling me no. And you're gonna be on E for the whole entire week until you get paid again. Knowing that money is a renewable a resource and you will make the money back. You will make the money back whether you work or not. Money always comes and goes. It does not matter. It is always a cycle. And you have to sometimes spend money to make money. So you that is usually like when we examine the intent behind our intuition. If it's a fear-based response, that's anxiety. We have been taught to be scared to like to spend the last dime sometimes, knowing that it'll be made back. And when it's like intuition, of course, you'll think, actually, I feel like your intuition is gonna be like, "Chow, if you don't spend that $30 in gas, you know you need some gas. You know you need some gas. You can stretch that $20 until you make more, or you can make $20,000 next week." That's your intuition is gonna like want to trick you into believing that. But our ego has been so like once again programmed by our ancestors. You know, it's not their fault. They were programmed just as hard as we are to be in survival mode. But your ego is for self-preservation. That's why we don't shame or judge the ego here. It is meant for self-preservation. If you didn't have your ego, you would jump off a cliff and not even care. So we can't shame the ego. However, we need to keep it in check and realize when it is trying to keep us small, keep us contracted rather than expand. So anything that wants to keep you contracted is your physical intuition, is your ego, is your anxiety. Anything that wants to expand you or makes you want to explore or makes you want to experiment is your actual intuition. And sometimes we don't listen, and because of that we get hurt. Thank you for the hearts. Patapsco has a great clearing for sure, especially to see the rising of the sun. Absolutely. That's something that I want to do more is wake up earlier, go out there, since I live so close, and look at the sunrise. I do go outside in my backyard. My backyard is gorgeous. I'm very blessed. Um, but and I trust you're hydrating. But I like to go out there and just look at how beautiful my backyard is and just put my feet on the ground and look at the sun and listen to the birds chirping and sit by the trees and hear the breeze. We've been taken out of our nature so much so we don't even know what our intuition sounds like anymore. We don't even understand our ability to decide anymore. We don't even have connection to spirit anymore. We don't even know how to talk to our ancestors. We don't know how to talk to our higher self, even though we are our higher self. We've been so far like removed from that nature, excuse me, being in survival mode. We're so easy to be manipulated. And that's why it's so important to reclaim your power, not in a way of being sassy and trying to get back at people. We're not getting back at anyone. Getting back at people, what? Revenge? What are you talking about? The best revenge is authenticity, knowing that you are living your life to the fullest and that this person doesn't even exist on your wavelength anymore. That's why being sassy and being like, doing all that type of stuff, I understand there's a time and a place for all that. But like, we practice unconditional love here. We don't do that. No shame or no judgment. But the person who feels like they have to knock you, they're hurting. What is our insult going to do? How can you insult someone who hates themselves already? You might as well practice unconditional love, let that person be, love another as you would love yourself. That doesn't mean that you suck their toes. It doesn't mean that you, their neck, their back. It doesn't mean you do that. That's not what love means. It's not just romance. It's not just, massaging someone's ears. It is accepting someone as they are because you know you would want someone to accept you as you are. Why not extend that type of energy to somebody else when you want that in return? Everything is a reflection, everything's a mirror. You exhibit that which you want returned back to you. So, reclaiming your power is understanding your ability. First of all, you understand that you are an infinite source. You are a source of infinity. You are all that is in a fractal. And that at any point in time, all that you think, all that you believe can be crystallized into matter when you align with it. So that's why I say that it's always really important to not only reclaim your power out of being sassy, but you reclaim your power because when you decide, that is when you're creating your life. You create your life. You're no longer scared of the unknown. And that's what I was saying earlier when we're easy to be manipulated and why change is so difficult. That's why a lot of us don't change our way of life, like our lifestyle, our eating habits, our spiritual practices, our mental health practices. We don't change those things because it takes effort. And effort is uncomfortable, is discomfortable. I was going to say discomfortable. That's funny. Effort is uncomfortable, especially when you have to dig up past hurts and when you have to change old belief systems and when you have to create a different version of yourself. That is never going to be fun or easy when you're beginning this type of work. That's why I like to make shadow work or divine embodiment or ascension work, or practices, not even just fun, but practical. Because I've done it, I've had to do it on my own. And that's why I consider this my heart work, because I want the same for you, my lovely darklings. I want us to ascend together. I want us to transcend our earthly woes, transcend our fears, transcend. Hey, Glamour Witch. Hey, Alexis. I want us to transcend our fears. I was just thinking about you, and I'm not even joking. I was just, see, talking about reclaiming your power. When you reclaim your power, your thoughts create like that. There is no separation between you and that which you desire, and you, what things crystallize for you like that. And I wasn't even joking when I said I was just thinking about Glamour Witch LA, like for realsies. Um, and hey, but it's so true. We reclaim our power by once again remembering who we are. And you are not just a sister. You are not just a worker. You are not just a vegetarian. Like, remove your titles. Who are you without your titles? Who are you without the labels? Who are you without your name? You are. You just are. You are all that is incarnate. Act on it. Gone are the days where we let these people harm. Just, you were talking about this the other day, Glamour Witch, if you're still here. We are gone are the days where we allow these people to harness our energy. Hello there, Nemanja Milosevic. And hello to everyone that just joined on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. I trust you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today. It is so important that we are once again remembering who we are, because the way that there are sciences created to keep you asleep to who you truly are. Don't be easily manipulated by a traffic jam. Don't be easily manipulated by what somebody has said about you behind your back. Don't let that send you into a tizzy anymore. You are more powerful than you know. Act on it. And even just experiment with it. Experiment with that type of power. Just imagine what what would it be like, how could you even practice this? How could you practice the fact that you can let things crystallize into matter? Practice doing affirmations. Practice it and see what comes into existence. Practice visualization. Just experiment with these things. Think about a golden chicken. Have a golden chicken and you're clucking. Think about a golden chicken in your mind's eye and watch in 4 or 5 hours a golden chicken is clucking on TV or on the top of a building somewhere 3 miles down the road you never even noticed before. We operate like our own individual consciousness. Everything we perceive is from our own individual consciousness. It cannot be, um, things cannot even crystallize into matter for you without you subconsciously soaking it in or being able to experience it. Um, Oh, next Wednesday, if the weather is better, I'd like to invite you to Tai Chi in Druid Hill. Oh my God, Supreme Black Dragon. First of all, thank you so much for the invitation. I do Tai Chi. Oh my God. Oh, I just started doing it. My father-in-law actually gave me a DVD a month ago, and I've been practicing it, and I love Tai Chi. If anything, I'm going to be doing a little bit of Tai Chi after this so I can wind down, because I love talking about stuff like this self-mastery stuff so much. I get like high off of it naturally. Thank you so much. Yeah, every Wednesday I definitely do my lives, but I could even do my live at the park there in Druid Hill. Let's see what happens. I would love to do something like that. Sun style. Does that make sense, Supreme Lecture? I'm super new. I tried to do Tai Chi when I first started doing yoga, like a long time ago, like in my early 20s, like over 10 years ago. um Nemanja, would you please show me what that beautiful leather jacket of yours looks like? I actually don't have a leather jacket on. I have a leather skirt. I have a leather skirt today. But yeah, I believe it's called Sun Style. And thank you for the hearts. But yes, my loves, my lovely darklings, my beautiful community, my lovely darkling mystic circle. I close with this statement. Also, once again, encouraging you, if you would like to ascend and transmute together, you can definitely hit me up at madammysticanoir.com. Link is pinned to the comments and right here on the screen on Facebook and YouTube. But it would be an honor and a pleasure. But I leave here saying this: if you don't know your power, if not now, then when? You really think that you're just a flesh bag here just to eat, sleep, and die? Think again. You know, you know you're more than what you've been told. You intuitively know you're more than what you've been told. Experiment with it. Experiment with deciding who and where you want to be. Experiment with taking risks to move more in alignment with that which makes you feel authentic. The power is yours. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter how you've been programmed or conditioned to believe. You get to decide. It is all in your hands. If you do not program your mind, someone else will program it for you. Start today. And of course, I can definitely assist you on this. It will once again be an honor and a pleasure. Um, that's a new one for me, but I'm always open to know more. Yeah, I believe it's Sun Style. And that's what I think it said on the thingy. Um, I know you have a beautiful black leather jacket. Do you want to show it? I would like to see it. It is beautiful. Thank you so much. I may wear it next week. Maybe. I like to wear my leather jacket. Duality Nexus. If I see this right now, I'm fighting demons. Understandable. Understandable. Because that's actually what I do. I help people not even fight their own demons because we ain't squaring up with nothing. We're not fighting anything. We are embracing. We are embracing. We are accepting and we are transmuting. That's all we're doing. We're not going to, there is no fighting required. We allow our demons to be because, like I said in the beginning of the chat, our demons are our vices. Our demons are our addictions. Our sins are our addictions. It is a thing that we like that keep us stuck in a cycle of misery, as I always like to say. So it's really important that if you want to reclaim your power, you're going to have to not even fight those demons, but you're going to have to embrace your demons for what they are and let them tell you what they want you to know to transmute them so you can ascend. Hey, Havutu. All right, my lovely darklings, thank you so much for joining me today. I love chatting with you all once again. I would love to work with you. I would love to do my heart work with you. So visit me at madamysticanoir.com. And thank you for the birthday love on my birthday. That was on the 3-3 portal. Madame Mystique Noir was born on a mystical portal naturally. But I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me and much love. And until next time, my lovely darkling.